style, I'm choosing to do option 1 for this assignment, which is to pick an actor and talk about what method that they use, their technique. So the actor that I have chosen is one of my personal favorites. His name is Joaquin Phoenix, and he is a well-known method actor. And his process is a little bit different. What he really values in his craft is that it's an intuitive process. He doesn't really, know what each performance is going to bring. He just goes out there, and he's been known to say, he just, don't overthink it. And in a New York Times article that I've linked below, he's a little bit weary about, when people say that they nail it, because you can never really be, 100% certain that you have given the best performance. Really, what comes through it is you want the struggle. You want to try and give this real, authentic performance. And sometimes that means struggling. And that kind of lends itself to a little bit of believability. If you're too overconfident in it, then odds are you might not have done it the right way. And he really feels that it's a process, and he understands that a lot of it is in the director's hands. And in the lessons that we've learned, a lot of the acting, the end product, it's molded by editing, it's molded by, the director and how they're going to cut it and everything. So he understands that the end product isn't really going to be his, but he understands that process. In an IndieWire article, it says that he is usually drawn to auteur films, which is when the director takes control and has a lot of say, and this is their creative passion, this is their project. They're involved in the writing, they're involved in the production. This is something that has really come from their brainchild. And he likes to work with that. He loves working on character studies. That's what he's mostly drawn to. In another IndieWire article talking about how he's going to be, playing the next Joker, and on October 4th when the Joker film opens, he was drawn to it because of examining the character. Those were his words. He loves doing character studies where you can really get into, that's where the method acting comes in, get into their struggles, get into, what makes them tick, or what's making them up as this character. That's what he wants to inhabit and see it. And that's kind of where these universal truths come in, where people can experience a lot of different things, and it doesn't matter if you're a regular person or if you're an actor. You can portray that on the screen and pull from what you've learned off the screen, which is something that he often does. And in other times he has been more of a conventional method actor, where in a Vanity Fair article when he was playing Johnny Cash in the film I'm Still Here, he would have people refer to him as JR, or Johnny Cash's real name, on the set. And looking back on it, when he was asked, why do that? What was the motivation behind it? He said, I was kind of desperate. I needed all the help that I could get in order to, portray this character. He would play the guitar for weeks on end and always have it with him. And that's, something that he felt at the time would bring him closer to that character. So there are different ways there's basically no holds barred. He'll do whatever he feels is necessary to get himself closer to that character, to becoming that character. And that could be something as simple as, being called your name on set, or that role that you're playing, or it could be really delving into the struggles and these universal truths that connect us as human beings. And going back to one of his performances, I've always known that he was a method actor, but reading more about it, I see just how much he puts into it, and how it's not a finished product with him. It's always about the process, and it's about the struggle. And I feel like that's why I've connected to him on screen. Seeing these performances where he plays a lot of emotionally muddled characters, like in the movie Her, directed by Spike Jonze, that's where it becomes endearing. Seeing him really portray these emotionally muddled characters that, there aren't, answers to. There aren't necessarily resolutions at the end, but that's real life, and that's what makes it believable for me.